Hello, my friends. Let's do this today. My name is Drake, this is Touching the Edge, and we're involved with the 40-day program for having more of a yes for your life, more of a yes for showing up regardless of what challenges you're dealing with. And we're all dealing with some challenges, I'm quite sure of that. And so I want to talk today on day 34 of the 40-day program about blending childhood and adulthood and understanding some of the elements that really can support us, both in lessons we can learn from our childhood self and also elements of that childhood self that we can bring back into the present. Some of the elements of childhood that are so attractive is the exuberance of childhood, the enthusiasm, the unbridled excitement, how excited they get about certain things. Think about it. If you have children, how you have relived certain elements of your childhood in a positive way by the things that you've seen them get into and how excited they were to discover, whatever it is that is their bliss. And so we want to bring some of that exuberance, some of that excitement, some of that joy back into our adult life, bringing back that passion and openness to new experience. These are some of the elements of childhood. Another element of childhood is the experience of awkwardness, of not fitting in. And that is also something that is very, very powerful for us as adults. In many ways, adults deal with awkwardness in a more challenged way than children do. Adults, when they feel awkward, they tend to try to want to become more comfortable. There's nothing wrong with comfort if comfort is taken in reasonable doses. But when we begin to use comfort as a means to try to numb ourselves and avoid the experiences that are going on in our life, then comfort begins to become deadly. So comfort at its right level is kind, it's wonderful, but if it goes too far, it becomes comfortably numb. And so that's one of the elements that happens. We want to understand that one of the great challenges of childhood, especially coming into adolescence, is dealing with awkwardness. We so desperately want to feel comfortable with ourselves and comfortable in our environments. And when we start finding that awkwardness again as we start to age, we start wanting to avoid it. We start procrastinating and avoiding. And so I want to suggest that one of the most important elements that we can have as adults is to bring that exuberance of childhood, but at the same time understand that we have to stay open. We can't allow ourselves to be closed because we don't want to see or experience what's happening. So let's get excited. Let's blend the best elements of childhood: exuberance, passion, love of what you're into, excitement about seeing friends. Bring some of the exuberance of childhood, but at the same time, bring the confidence that we've gained as an adult, but without blending it with the fear of what it means to become more awkward as we grow older. One of the things that we want to understand is that if we become more comfortable with being uncomfortable, we will be more comfortable. If you become more comfortable with being uncomfortable, you'll be more comfortable. And people like to spend time with those who are comfortable with themselves. So you can become more comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's not about being unkind to yourself. It's actually about widening yourself out, and so that you can experience that incredible power of positive indifference. So thank you for joining me. Day 34. Let's finish this off well. I'm going to ring the bell. Listen carefully. My childhood self is my hero, and I intend to blend the courage that boy had and the joy that boy had with the confidence of adulthood, but also keeping that open-heartedness. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. Namaste.